Okay, we're ready to solder on this baby. So I'm gonna have to go in there. Oh yeah! And boom! Bam! Shabang! They're done, baby. Alright guys, we got the Traxxas Maxx slash here. And we're gonna put some 8mm bullets so we could do some speed runs. Check out my video on the suspension. I did kind of fix up the suspension. For this type of suspension would be for speed run. It's nice and stiff. Put my camera down. This truck ain't going nowhere down. So it's from the front and back. It's been stiffened up, so there's no movement. Well, we'll play around with wheels and gear rings a little bit, but it's gonna be hard for me to get in here now because since we did the modification on the suspension to get this clipless body off. That's the only thing. So I'll get that off, but let's get inside and cut the connectors on so we could put 8mm bullets on it. Had to get underneath that body somehow, some way, but there it is. So we did some suspension work here, stiffen it up. There's no movement here. There's a little squat in the back, so both the wheels lift up together. Nice and stiff for the road, for the speed runs. We will get into the gear ring. That's another video, but right now we need a scissor. If I can find my scissors back here. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna save the length of this so we can solder the other things to it. But let's cut this off. There goes the Traxxas warranty. And on this side, this damn sticker needs to come off. You know what, Mr. Sticker guy? Let's get off. Get out of here. And I'm gonna go like right over here and shabang. Oops. The scissor messing with it. So we'll still be able to reach to the battery. We're gonna strip these and we're gonna solder these to it. That's what we're gonna do. Now it's gonna be a little bit tough to do because we're gonna have to flip the truck sideways. So what you want to usually do is you want to measure the length that you need, how far it's gonna go in. Then you have to tin the tip here. Let's get this guy off. There it is. Okay. It's a 10 gauge wire here. That's what this is. The reason why I'm not changing this because I'm doing speed passes here. And the reason is because all of my batteries are set up for that. That's one of the main reasons. So what we're gonna do is gonna take this baby, and I do want it and put it like that. That way I can reach easily down to my baseboard here. So let's get this guy in here. Okay, I'm gonna have this ready. So my solder, if you need a little bit of flux, I just like to dip this in there. Okay, or you could use the brush, put some in there, and put some in here. That works better. Okay, and my solder, I got videos on just solder. Anything you guys gonna need, it's there. I have it. So let's come around this way a little bit. I need space for myself also to maneuver around so I can kind of show you guys and work with this. So what I like to do here is a little bit of here, and then it should kind of I kind of destroyed my freaking station, my workstation, but that's good enough right there. We're gonna do the same thing here. I was trying to set things up, and then all of a sudden nothing got set up, and now I don't have a workstation. But there you go. That looks beautiful. Look at that. Okay, let me go a little bit on the other side. No worries. Go all around. But once it goes in, it's gonna get smudged. So now I'm gonna have to kind of reach in there like that. So first, what I want to do is I want to kind of pack this up. That's the way I do it. Once it's nice and toasty, it's gonna start to melt in there. And there you go. Careful with your hands. Now the part where you want to be careful really is this has got to go in there nice and good. It's got to shrink in there. There you go. Perfect. It's beautiful. I got some came out which is no problem. You can clean that off. Everybody has their own way of soldering. Okay, look at that little bit came out of it, but kind of work it out of there and you can bring it back inside. Okay, there you go. That's a perfect, not a perfect soldering, not a neatest soldering, but it's good enough. It's a good connection, just not neat. Okay, I can't deny that. Okay, I can't say that it's the neatest. So this one's gonna be a little bit of trouble, so let me put my camera on pause because I need to levitate this. I need to figure something out. Our levitation there, so I do want to put a little bit of flux inside this baby too, that way I can pack that up. And what we're gonna do is same thing. Okay, I'm gonna fill this up. It's gonna get nice and toasty really quick. And I'm using a left hand when I'm a right-handed person because the angle and my back is kinda, it's killing me right now. My back is a killer. There you go, it's packed in there. Okay, so now let's align this. All I need to do is hold this in the spot, and it's just gonna, it's gonna take a dive in there. If you want to use a little bit of solder, you can do that just to start it off, but it should be able to dive in there. That's how I do it. If it doesn't dive in there, then something is wrong. There you go, it took a dive. Let it just sit there. It's gonna get hot, but just let it sit there. Be careful with your hand. You can let it go, give it a moment. And yeah, this one looks better than that other connection. Sometimes my connections be like a little bit off, crooked, but they're fine. Okay, that's fine. It's a good soldering here. So there you go. All I need to do is put some heat shrink on these, and bada bing, bada boom. Pick up some heat shrink because I don't have it, but there's our 8mm bullets on this Traxxas Maxx Slash. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos.